Thank you everyone for allowing us the opportunity to present our research project for InterContinental Houston Medical Center. The contributors to this project are Juhi Kim, Orlando Martinez, Catalina Rivera, Madeline Tyler, and Xiaoxin Xie. We are all graduate students at the current Hilton College at the University of Houston. Our analysis of the InterContinental Houston Medical Center will be presented into 7 categories: methodology, the history of the hotel, the mission and goals of the brand identity prism, the semiotic square, gap analysis and self-call models, and will conclude with our recommendations and suggestions for the hotel. Methodology. Research was conducted by analyzing 60 reviews from 5 different websites for a total of 300 reviews. The sites included in the research are Booking.com, Yelp, Google, TripAdvisor, as well as directly from the InterContinental Hotel Group website. Once reviews were gathered, we collectively identified whether they were positive or negative. All reviews analyzed were written and submitted prior to March 1, pre-COVID-19. Additionally, information was acquired through calling the hotel and speaking to their agents. General information. The InterContinental Houston Medical Center Hotel is located on 6750 Main Street, in the heart of the Houston Medical Center. It is a 21st-story building with 354 upscale rooms and suites. Additionally, the hotel has a private lounge for IHG members. It also features a Mediterranean restaurant called Safina, located on the bottom floor of the hotel. Other amenities include concierge services, a state-of-the-art fitness center, a rooftop pool, and 1,800 square feet of private event spaces. Metro Rail is within walking distance, providing easy access to the airport and attractions in a city known for the international art scene. History. In 1777, William Bass opens a brewery in Bordered-upon-Trent, United Kingdom. IHG's story starts here, as Bass begins a journey from local brewery to global hospitality player, acquiring what will become world-famous hotel brands along the way. In 1949, the first InterContinental opens in Belém, Brazil. Almost 50 years before the InterContinental brand becomes part of the IHG family, the brand is born. In 1988, Bass makes its move into the hotel industry. The acquisition of the Holiday Inn International, excluding North America, represented the first significant step by Bass to gain a foothold in the hospitality industry. In 1988, Bass adds InterContinental to its growing hotel portfolio. Bass buys the InterContinental Hotel and Resorts brand and takes Juan Tripp's vision worldwide. And in 2019, InterContinental Houston Medical Center opens in March. Mission and goals. Their simple but powerful purpose centers on creating rich and memorable guest experiences, on recognizing, respecting, and caring for people. It extends to their guests, their hotel owners, colleagues, partners, and the local communities within which we work. All over the world, millions of guests visit their hotels every day, and they go the extra mile to make sure every one of them feels welcome and cared for. At IHG, they're making things happen, from being the first hotel brand to franchise with Holiday Inn, or taking the industry's first online booking, to growing the world's biggest luxury hotel brand in InterContinental Hotels and Resorts, and launching the industry's first loyalty program. Today, you can find the brand in more than 100 countries with nearly 6,000 hotels and 890,000 guest rooms. But they're now slowing down in their quest to be the first choice for guests and hotel owners. Using our analysis, we created the brand identity prism for the InterContinental Houston Medical Center. Beginning with the external qualities of the brand, Physique represents the physical aesthetics of the brand. The InterContinental Hotel displays modern comfort, prestige, and creates an image of an oasis of wellness. Relationship represents the attributes associated between the hotel and the consumer. It is best described as cared for and valued, committed, and nurturing. Reflection describes the typical consumer. They are business professionals, patients, and world travelers. The bottom row is specific for the brand's internalization. Personality typically reflects the CEO's personality. The words we attributed are engaging, sophisticated, and refined. Culture. We describe the brand culture as international, inclusive, and respectful. Self-image describes how the consumer feels when visiting the hotel. The consumer feels exquisite, pampered, and lavish. Using the semiotic square, we have designated guests into two primary types of groups. On the left side, you have the strictly business group, and on the right, the vacationers. We have the corporate cohorts who are here for work and selected the InterContinental Hotel because of its central location and proximity to important venues, holding conferences or meetings. We also have the medical attention seekers who are staying at the hotel strictly seeking medical advice and needing attention from doctors or hospitals within the medical center. And on the top right corner, you have the out-of-towners who are staying at the hotel for its location. And then we have the local Houstonians who want a weekend getaway. On top, the medical attention seekers and out-of-towners combine to make the IHG members and brand followers. They have a personal relationship with the brand. And on the bottom of the semiotic square, you have those in leisure, the corporate cohorts who have extended their visit and stay, and local Houstonians contributed to the group.
We collected 300 reviews from 5 different review sites: the IHG website, TripAdvisor, Yelp, Booking.com, and Google. Upon collection, we identified keywords and phrases that were commonly referenced: staff, rooms and comfort, cleanliness, value, service, and experience. Upon further analyzation, we categorized each subcategory based on positive or negative reviews. The results found that staff, room and comfort, and cleanliness garnered the most positive reviews when mentioned. Respectively, staff received 139 positive, room and comfort received 130 positive, while cleanliness received 95 positive comments. Value, service, and experience garnered the most negative reviews when mentioned. Value received 41, service received 49 negative, and experience received 39 negative comments. When mentioning staff, consumers said the staff was very courteous and helpful with all needs, and that every staff member was fabulous and attentive. In regard to room and comfort, reviews stated that the rooms and beds were sleek, modern, and comfortable. Others commented on how the hotel pushes above their weight in terms of comfort and luxury. Other positive reviews frequently mentioned cleanliness, using comments such as clean, immaculate, and well-maintained. With value, guests often commented on how room dining service was expensive for very small portions, and that food was very expensive and not very good. Essentially, the cost of the product didn't equate to the value of the product. Guests also frequently complained about the cost of parking, calling it an exorbitant amount. There were also complaints about shuttle services. There is only one car that is supposedly limited to 2 miles, but sometimes the guy is gone for 30 minutes. Twice, I've been told it's too full and I needed to wait, even though I see it go out without the third row utilized. Additionally, IHG members mentioned that they were not recognized nor they were offered their upgrade as customary. Lastly, there were both positive and negative reviews around experience. We could see diverse factors having affected overall experiences of guests, especially for negative feedback. Comments mentioned extremely rude staff and again commented on the food, specifically how it needed refinement for the price. One major complaint was the lack of flexibility around cancellation policies and that they needed to learn compassion. Using the ServQual observations, we used the gap analysis to identify the challenges between guest expectations and guest perceptions affecting overall guest satisfaction. In Gap 1, we identify the concerns around design. Most of the guest issues will fall under this category. Per the reviews, guests often complain about not knowing that there is a high cost allocated to self-parking. Guests also complained about the high cost of their dining experience, specifically that the portions didn't reflect the amount spent. Essentially, the value just wasn't there. Another concern was the cancellation process. Many guests arrived for medical procedures that were sometimes rescheduled. They believed that the hotel should be more lenient and empathetic. Lastly, transportation and shuttle services were not accessible to everyone as it was on a first-come, first-served basis. Guests often arrived with the expectations of being able to access the service. In addition, guests also complained about the staff running the transportation, which would place this under Gap 2 as well. Gap 2 identifies the failures in service. As previously mentioned, the staff running the transportation would fall under this category. In addition, guests also complained about the long wait on room service, especially for a luxury hotel. We have provided the following recommendations for the InterContinental Houston Medical Center Hotel that should be implemented to further nurture their success. We suggest better advertising of their bundle packages at not only their concierge service desk, but also on their website. These bundle packages not only offer free parking, but also give a monetary credit towards their dining experience, alleviating concerns surrounding both issues. Other methods of resolving these issues would be to offer free self-parking on stays longer than 3 nights, whether dining or not, and to offer quick food options at a lesser cost. To improve expectations around the shuttle service, we recommend placing all shuttle requests on a reservation system that allows guests to reserve and cancel when needed, therefore allowing guests to properly plan their day. When cancellation is requested by cause of medical rescheduling, we suggest implementing new policies that allow guests not to be penalized, especially if IHG members or that credit go towards future stays at the hotel when they return for the next procedure. We would also suggest refining the training program for guest services or having the trainings occur more frequently that reflect the need for urgency while maintaining the quality of service. Additionally, we suggest role-playing scenarios to avoid potential miscommunications on procedures. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to present our findings and analysis on the InterContinental Houston Medical Center Hotel.